APG Jamie. And this is an impromptu live testing to see how we do on our camera. Seems weird. Not on our camera, that seems weird. To see how we do on a Sunday evening, to find out if I can possibly not have quite so much buffering. Hello, Miss Patricia. How are you, darling? Hey, little red in the house. I appreciate y'all showing up so fast. I really kind of didn't think anybody would make it. Well, that's kind of making it even more crookeder, isn't it? Even more crookeder. Hey, Donna. Gosh, I'm so glad y'all are here. I was just going to do a little mono printing. Because to see how the buffering is or is not on Sunday evening when we do the normal live. I've had so much terrible buffering. That is so weird. Y'all hear me okay? Sound? Do I have sound? La 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 la. Thought I would do some mono printing while we tested for a little while. I don't know how long I'll be on. I don't know. Husband is in the house watching the television. So he is also on the internet. And it's basically to check out if we have buffering or if I lose internet connection or if we maybe have that issue kind of. I was going to print on some, how when you get an explanation of benefits thing from your insurance company and they send you all this extra poop paper with all these words and junk on it that you really don't need and you don't want to throw away. Hello, Christine. Well, I thought I would use those. They are a fairly nice weight, copy weight paper. That's basically what I thought I'd do. I don't even have a brayer out. Bless my heart, y'all. Bless my heart. Let me get a brayer or two. I have two of them. Okay, and I'm just going to start off kind of whining. Just kind of whining. This is my Jelly Arts, which is a registered trademark, y'all. Hi, Linda. I've had it for probably 10 years. Okay, it's the 8x10, and it's normal. It doesn't have any pitting on it. I left paint on it last time, obviously, and it was fine when I took my cover off. This is a new one I got about this time last year. It's a replacement because the first one I got, when I took the plastic off, it had all kinds of pitting and it stuck to the plastic and it ripped the jelly all up. Okay, so they sent this as a replacement, but after I printed on it like 3 times, it got little pits in it too. And when I took the plastic off of it today, it was kind of slimy. It had some like weird sliminess on it, which I thought was bizarre. And I thought that was mentioning. For whatever reason, I thought it was worth mentioning. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as brayering off instead of, I know, Jelly Arts. Yes, it's a Jelly Arts. Well, you know, they changed who manufactured them back maybe 2 years ago, And I have communicated with them, but you know, whatever. And it was the bigger plate that I cut down to measure 8.5 by 11 because I wanted. And I don't make one that size. Anyway, I'm going to use this to roll my brayer, clean my brayer off on. It's going the wrong direction here. Kind of got a little cricket going on. Anyway, I just thought I would just mention that. Whoever, I think, in my opinion, Jelly Arts. My opinion, whoever's manufacturing now for Jelly Arts registered trademark is not doing as good a job as they did when Jelly Arts was doing it. Just throwing that out there. Hey, Spirit. Donna, Linda, Christine, Patricia, Red, Candy, everybody. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much. I got some yellers. I'm really sad about it. And some blues. Because I feel sunshiny. But I'm blue. No, I'm just kidding. So, I don't know. I pulled some stencils. I think they're Patty Holly Parrish and probably maybe Joan Smithy's stencils. Look over here, so that's what I got. Oh, thank you, darling. So we're just going to go ahead and start. I have no plans, and my paints are all goobered up. Oh, my. That one's practically dry in the bottle. I've not jelly planted. See, I can't even say it. I've not jelly printed in quite some time. It's been a while. I don't even know how long. So we're just going to do 2 colors to start with. We'll see how we go. But yeah, I was surprised that this was slimy when I took the plastic off of it. I wiped it off with a baby wipe, of course, because who wants that? Who knows what that was going to be about? I don't know. Also, I picked this up out of, my husband sometimes brings me boxes home from his job. And this was in one of the boxes. It's corrugate, but it's like a slice of corrugate. I thought it would be kind of neat. So we're going to check it out and see. I don't know. I have no expectations. Neither high nor low expectations. Just going to play around and see what we get, What is it Tim Holt says these days? You get what you get, don't throw a fit. I think that's what he's been saying. Kind of funny. I've got a piece of deli paper to help keep my hands from getting quite so painty. Okay, Spirit. Hey, Juanita, she spins, Juanita. I am sad about it, though. I'm sad about the lesser quality. I don't know what else to say about it. There we go. Perfect. Let me say, I can see where, and y'all probably can't see, some of the words left backward printing. Oh, you can kind of see. Can you kind of see? Maybe. Maybe if I put something white behind there. Hang on. I have some white paper here, too. That was unexpected. Maybe you can see, maybe you can't see. Oh, wrong way. The ink on that paper left some word marks on here. So we might get something weird. Funny even. Strange. Let's put this blue on there. See if that will. Oh, I don't even remember how much paint to use or not to use or anything. You know it's been too long since you jelly plated if you don't even. I guess I didn't do too bad. You want enough that you're that it smears out thinly and that your brayer actually turns instead of slides around. And to take more of the paint off, you're just going to run your brayer back over it, and it will lift a very slight amount up. Don't put any pressure on the brayer. Just let it kind of float across there. Now let's see what we get on this one. Of course, that's going to have ink on it too. So wait, let me get a plain one. A plain piece of paper. I don't know if we're going to get any backward printing words or not. We'll see. Welcome back, Mr. Cartier. Arnold Horseshack. Let's see. No, I mean, you would be hard pressed to think that there were backward words on there, even though I can see. But I really got to really pick at it. But that's not a bad looking little print right there. Not too shabby. Okay, let's do this Mystic Teal. It is really a really pretty dark blue-green color. Dog hair. I take my dogs with me everywhere. Everywhere. All right. Okay. I don't know where I'm going to put all these papers. I didn't quite think anything out. Not too much anyway. Okay. This is not sponsored by anybody, okay? It's just all about the me. This is a Jones Smithies 010 Junctions. Junction, what's your function? Let me get back. Where'd I put it? Now this is still damp. That's okay. We're just going to add a layer to it. Because as it is right now, it's not, it's not gorgeous. It's not ugly. It's just, whatever. I saw Patty Tolly Parrish was on earlier. I lurked. I'm a lurker. Turkey lurky. And she was doing some swatching. Now, she's a jelly plating queen. Just saying. Just saying. There, that's better. I still wouldn't necessarily say it was outstanding, but, it's better. I didn't get any of that. I'm going to leave that stencil laying there for a minute. Because why not? We're going to do a cleanup pull over here, I think. Because why not? Got to clean the brayer off somewhere. Might as well do it there. Let's get another wordy paper. Ooh, let's do that. Let's do the side with the non-English writing on it. Oh, slip sliding away. Anybody buffering? How are we doing? You have some buffering. Okay. Is it real bad or just a little bad? Because I have no messages. But like I said, if you heard that part, my husband is home and he is watching TV. So Now that's okay-ish for mishmashy. You could probably see more better. Can you see the words? Hey, Gail. The word stayed on that one. Dog hair. Or not. Maybe it's not really a dog hair. It just looks like a dog hair. Let's pull that off. Transfer it over here. It will leave some paint on that one. Not a lot, just some. And that's perfect. Perfectly okay. Can dry this one a little bit. Just stand it. I have a blow dryer down here. It's really loud. Never use a heat gun. Never use a heat gun on a jelly plate. They can melt and they can flame. I've not had it happen to me, but it can happen. Okay? Okay. Okay. Let's try. Let me get a silver. I'm feeling silver. Where's the silver? That silver? No, that's gray. Oh, really? I don't have a silver? Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it. Out of sight, out of mind. Come on. Get off your hook. Hopefully it's not dried up. Nope. Of course, silver doesn't really add much color. It just adds a shimmer. Maybe if we're lucky. But we may not even see it, being how it's on the top. Because you're actually pulling the top colors first. Okay. Let's try this one. Did everybody have a wonderful Turkey Day for those of y'all in the US? We had a most pleasant day. It's been raining ever since, just about, pretty much. Part of lady on the part of nanas. Well, that's certainly more interesting than it was. I kind of like it. No shimmer. I didn't think so because I have it on this bottom, which is the top. Yeah, no shimmer. But I'm going to leave that one because I like that one. I like that one now. And I love the red on this one, so I think we're going to pull out a red. You cooked, you ate, you cleaned. I know. My husband fried us some bologna, and we have bologna sandwiches. We like bologna sandwiches on Thanksgiving. It's easy, breezy, no-brainer. We also tend to like to go to the beach on Thanksgiving because it's usually empty. Of course, these days it is empty. But we thought we were going to get bad weather, so we didn't go. Our bad weather came in Friday. Oh man, we had storms like nobody's business. It is not enough paint. Big thunder, big rain, and I thought at one point we were getting a little tornado-ish. Because when you start hearing the wind howling and sounding kind of like a freight train, that's a signal. That's a sure sign that things are not well out there. Let's just use one of these. See what we get. But we did not have a tornado. We were just, I think we were working up to it. And then that storm went away and passed over and went somewhere else. Poor Molly. She had such a terrible time with thunder. And we had some pretty big thunder. Well, I guess that paint's not even going to come off of there just as well because that is so not attractive on that one. Paint didn't want to lift off of there right now. Let's see if this one will do the trick. Some more on there. Oh. And is neon yellow, so I don't know. Maybe because there's so much printing on that paper. Try a plain piece of paper. We'll leave it on there a minute longer too. Maybe to reactivate that drier paint. Yeah, I'm not going to be not that I am a spokesperson. I am not a spokesperson for any company. But I don't know that I'll ever buy a Gelli Arts monoplate again. I've not tried a gel press because I have so many of this brand. I have small ones. My friend Alice gave those to me one Christmas, and I have the 8x10 and the other one of these that was messed up. They told me just keep it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll cut that baby up, which I did. I kept and used the pieces that weren't messed up for little smaller ones. It was weird when I opened it up and it was all slimy, and this one wasn't. Well, that's kind of interesting. It pulled the paper stuck right here. It is just copy paper. But you can see, look, you can see some of the words. So that's neat. How are we doing on Buffy? I think I'll keep that one too. I like interesting. That is just so dry. Let's try this blue. I'm going to start to use this blue once. Top is, I don't even know which colors I've used and not used. It's a pretty blue. This is Cool Blue by Apple Barrel. Let's try another stencil. Because I have so many, we might as well use some. I can't see the name on this one, but I think it's a Jones Smithies. I reckon. Put that right there. Let's use this unattractive one. Because if it's already unattractive, I mean, how much worse can it get? Don't answer that. I know how much worse it can get. I have thrown away a few prints. Not many, mind you. Just a few. But sometimes you can use them for die cuts and they're okay. Just started pixelating. Okay. Because see, I'm wondering, because I've done a couple live streams, and the last one, there was nobody buffered at all. Nobody. And I was on for an hour, I think. Nobody buffered. There was no pixeling or any of that. So I'm wondering if it's just here on Sunday evenings, because, you know, I do that that live hop with the Mary Altier on the 4th Sunday. And I'm wondering if it's Sundays, if it's just a thing for Sunday. I don't know. That's why I wanted to come on tonight and see. Let's try a piece of cardstock. So, yeah. I mean, we've only had 2, so I've only been live twice on a Sunday evening. And I lost the internet connection both times. Excuse me, y'all. I blamed my internet, which I don't think helped anything. But I've been able to go live during the daytime and everything was fine. So, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. I needed something. I needed a drink. So I wonder if it's just Sundays are not a good night for me. Or evening, because, you know, it's like going on 6:30. That's not too bad. What is that? I want to do something else to that, but I don't know what. No. I don't know. This color is an Anita's paint. It's called Whispering Green, and it is like a super, super, probably looks white to you or off-white, but it's a very, very, very pale green. I don't think I really have too much paint on there. Look, I had enough paint to cover this one too. You know that's too much paint. I like Anita's paint. Oh, I love Ceramcoat. I don't think I have very much Ceramcoat at all, to tell you the truth. I don't want it to that. Let's oh, let's get this one out. Let's do this stencil. Underneath. There we go. And we will let's put this on there. It's okay now. So it's coming and going. Okay. Hey, Linda's mixed up mess. I'm trying to do better with chat, but you know, it's me and chat. Yeah. Oop, that one's still wet. Let me find. Do that. And do that. Okay. That's got a bubble in it. anyway, nothing's going on. My husband took a second COVID test, and it came back negative as well. So we're really, really, really happy about that. Because there are false negatives, just like there are false positives. We'll just keep working on that one. Well, I think he's actually doing better, but he's still very tired. But I think some of that, truthfully, between you and me and him, if he's watching, I don't know. Some of that could just be the time of year. Because, you know, sometimes this time of year can not be so happy. This is copper. Because it's copper. See if we can do a cleanup pull on this one, because this paint's just not wanting to come off this plate today. Didn't somebody else have that problem recently? I don't remember if I saw that on a recording or a live show. They were having problems with getting their cleanup prints up off their page. Okay, just trying to grab a single sheet of paper. In this case, it's cardstock. I can't remember who it was or if it was a live or recording. Because y'all know when I'm waking and when I wake up in the middle of the night, can't go back to sleep, you know, aka insomnia. I watch a lot of YouTube. Of course, I watch a lot of YouTube anyway. I even have my husband watching YouTube. Oh, this one's going to pick up a little more. What doesn't stick to the plate anyway. It's pulling my paper apart. Oh, pulling that right there. Well, that's certainly kind of interesting. Can't say I hate it, but a lot of paper stuck right there. Why? It wasn't on there that long, was it? It wasn't on there that long. That's just plain distilled water. I keep distilled water in my spray bottles. The bottles that have water in them have distilled water. My water brush pens, I use the distilled water in them as well. Look, there's some stuck over here too, because it's dead water and it won't mold. I lost a get a paper towel. I lost a water brush because mold grew in it. And that's sad when you lose a brush, a water brush. Because they're fun. They're kind of nice. Molly, really, go outside. Go. Go out your door. Click, clack. Now she's got to tickle over here because she thinks I'm talking to her special. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I'm so easily distracted. Who else was on today? Nicole, Relax Cut Glue. Cut Relax Glue. Oh, I always mess her name up. She was on today. Let's do this one again because And the paint is still wet on the back of that one. Oh. Where's that other one? I kind of like that one. We won't second coat it. Let's do this one. This one's still not making me happy. She was on, Xandra was on earlier playing with her pixie dust, I think pixie dust. I don't know the watercolors. She was playing with her watercolors that she made from some Jane Davenport. Maybe it is pixie dust. Hey, Kimberly. You think it could, maybe it is climate, because it is, you know, we've had a lot of rain, which, you know, it's not that unusual to have humidity around here. But the temperature has dropped. And I can't remember if it's Monday night or Tuesday night. We are expected to freeze. And yeah, that just seems kind of funny. It's getting more and more special, isn't it? Okay, let's try a wordy paper. See what we get. But the temperature in the studio right now is actually very, very mild. I mean, it's not cold, it's not hot, and it doesn't feel damp out here. Yeah. But the paint is drying on there really fast. Really fast. And these lights are not hot. I can touch it with my fingers and it doesn't even burn. Oh. You should always open your craft paint bottles away from your jelly plate, not on top of it, because crusty bits, and they will mar. Oh, paint poker! They will mar up your jelly plate because they're little hard bits of plastic. Another one. So I've been watching The Crown, where I think we're just entered season 3, and it's interesting. I don't know what's true and what's not true on it, because I don't really follow the royals like that. But I like watching them. They are interesting people. And I'll tell you, that's a job I don't think I'd want that job. I really don't think I would want that job. Just saying. Because, you know, everybody's counting on you to make the right choice and the right decision. And we know from being on YouTube, watching YouTube, that you cannot make everybody happy all the time. About the best you can do is make half the people happy half the time. Anyway. Oh, this might pull off. Oh, no, it's leaving some behind. That is worthy of the trash can. I'm going to try the regular piece of copy paper, plain copy paper. Maybe it's because I'm using that printed the printed stuff, which I normally don't never use. Don't never. Oh, and I watched somebody the other day. She was mono printing. And what she did, she put her paint down and she spritzed some water on it. Probably not that much. And just let it set for a minute. Then she pulled her print. And she was using copy paper. And I don't remember who it was because it was just somebody I don't think I've ever watched before. Came up on the recommended, and I thought, well, sure, I'll watch that one. And it pulled up some of that under stuff, but not too much. Let's see if we can get something else. Maybe it was just the dark colors that made like water droplets, which I thought was very interesting. I don't remember what kind of paint she was using. That could have had something to do with it too. Okay, let's pull this one up. This is a Golden Sunset apple barrel. Ooh. We'll just spray her off over here. Because why not? Let's use this one. Oops. Hey, Tanya. How are we doing on buffering? Now, how are you? Yeah, it's pretty chilly out there right now. Well, that's interesting. I can't say it's the best pull I've ever had, but that is certainly an interesting print. We're going to keep it. Let's something else over here. Let's use this navy color. See what we get. Crusty bits off the lid. Oops. Oops. Yes, I think I watched Tanya and Lisa this afternoon too. Hey, Julie. Weren't you on earlier, Tanya, you and Lisa? Not necessarily together. I'm thinking. Let's use this one. Okay, well, maybe it wasn't Lisa then. I could have just been watching a recording because I get confused. Which I saw Branson say that earlier. She's like, I don't know who I'm watching live or recording anymore. So I have to agree with her on that. Well, isn't that just perfectly horrid? How's it look on screen? About the same. About the same. Okay, well, let's go back over here. Let's use this stencil if I can keep these other ones from falling. Pick some of that up with the paper towel, see if that does anything. One just never knows. Kind of weird pattern you can get. And let's use, what ugly color? Yeah, they all need a lot of layers. What ugly color should we use? Oh, let's use fuchsia because it's fuchsia. Nope, we'll use it that way. Go that way because we're gonna just put the paint. We're just gonna paint it like that. Oh yay! I'm telling y'all, it's been a while. Through that. My trash, I have a trash bag hanging on the arm of my chair. Shake and bake and I helped. There's another one. Okay. Flop that over. Let's get this yellow one. It's still pretty wet, damp. Hopefully it doesn't stick to the thing. But we don't know. Well, that's certainly a pull, isn't it? I am just going from bad to worse. Molly, don't bark in here, baby. Go outside. This is a deep midnight blue Americana. Maybe it is. And maybe it's not. It sounds wet in there. Woo! I was happy. Here we go. It'll be perfect. Let's try that drippy water thing again. Because why not? So let's do this. See what happens. Get a piece of cardstock this time. See what kind of ugliness I can get. Because I am not having a good printing day. I can tell you that. Those are interesting. The ones I threw behind us, they're interesting. Yeah, it's just a test anyway. I wasn't doing anything too serious. I know, Gail, it can be a little hardy doing all that shaky. Okay. Yeah, and it's been a long, oh my, it's been a long time since I've mono printed. Oh my goodness, y'all. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, that is not as bad as this one. You think so, Tanya? Are you kidding me? Well, I guess it looks better in the screen than it does in real life. This one's really bad. This one's kind of not growing on me. What color could we add to that one? What could we do to this? Because see, this is the one that pulled some of the paper off. Let's see. What kind of other mess color could we put on there? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Because we can. Oh, that extra little squeeze was not the brightest thing I've ever done. Where did that cardboard thing go? Oh, here it is. We're going to use it again. Oh, we made a juicy mess. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've lost my mind. I'm feeling a little sick. This is a, it's called kiwi. Kiwi. This is that corrugate. It's not really putting much of a print on there. Wonder if I could squish it. I don't want to put that on that other paper because this one is almost not bad. I mean, it's almost not bad. Almost not bad. I'm just going to lay that on there temporary because I just saw this stamp laying here. So let's do that. Because what do we have to lose but another piece of white paper? She's going to get you, champ. He tries to scoop her up, if you know what I mean. And she's having none of that. I keep trying to tell him that she's going to buy his wiener off. Sorry, but that is what I tell him. And he just shakes his head and walks away. Is any of that pattern showing up? No, not really. I can see it. What if I tilt it? No, not really. Let's see what we get when we pull this. Huh. There's that and there's that. Yeah, scoop her up. They are both rescue dogs, so they both are sterile. We're gonna use this one because so, and they're the same age. My husband was astonished to learn that they are 6 years old. They will be 7 in May. He's like, they're not that old. And I'm like, I know it feels like they're not that old. But they are. Because it really doesn't feel like we've had them that long. They are the perfect little babies for us. Yep, that couldn't have got much worse. Holy smokes. That is. So, who wants to make a color suggestion? Because I'm just not having good luck. We can go back to this one. Cream. You want a cream? I have cream. I have cream, heavy cream in the refrigerator. Antique white. That's about as close as I'm going to get to cream. You just want me to do a cleanup pull? Try to do a cleanup pull? Oh my. Clean the plate. Bellyache. Let's do this. Okay, we're going to take this really attractive one. I know it's lag, Tanya, it's lag. It does no one any favors. Well, except me when I'm in chat and I'm reading the chat and I'm seeing the lag and the questions and everything. I just think it's funny. But it's sad when it happens to me. It's funny when it happens to other people. Lag is entertaining. Well, there we go. That's not too bad. It's not the worst we've done tonight. It's not necessarily the best, but it's not the worst. I'm going to put it down there. These are still... I'm laying on my keyboard. I have a one of those cooling fan things under it, so it kind of keeps the air blowing, keeps it from getting too hot. I want fuchsia. It's one of my favoriteest colors. It's not pink, it's fuchsia. Do not confuse them. They are not the same kind of color. Let's mix some copper in there. Too close. Well, that is certainly a weird looking. Oh, well, there we go. What happened? What happened? Are we still live? Because my window disappeared. Wait for me. Okay. I must have turned my window off. That was very, there it goes again. Quit putting the papers up there. Okay, fine. There we go. I made when I laid the paper up there, I guess I'm pushing something in my window's disappearing. So let's try this. We're going to try this one. At this point, we don't have anything to lose except this free paper that the insurance company so kindly sent to us. Okay. Oh, they're telling us they can share our information with a medical examiner, a coroner, or a funeral director. Well, that's nice to know, insurance company. Well, I can't say it got much worse. Oh, hey, Zandra. I was just talking about you a minute ago. It wasn't bad. I am sorely disappointed with my mono printing. You'd almost think I had never done it before. But you know, you can't get pretty stuff every day. Not every day. Well, this one doesn't even have a lid. I'm having a hard mono printing night. We're making one mess after another. Although I did get a couple. They're interesting. I can't say they're beautiful. They are interesting though. I'll re-show them here in a minute. Because this was only going to be a short show. Just to see how we did. Hey, Gail, are you still there? I think it has been better than the other Sunday night shows that we did. I'm going to do this again. Ooh. I don't know. We're going to do this one. Why not? Yeah, I think it's been better. I mean, I know you guys have buffered a few times, a couple times, little pixelated. You need to see what stamps. This stamp, it's a Stampendous foliage texture cube. If this is the one you were talking about. It has 4 different things. I got it on at the Tuesday morning. $3.99, I'm thinking. Look at that. The paper is sticking again. Or the cardstock. And here I thought that wouldn't get much worse. Oh, the carved one. Okay, hang on. Let me, I got to think about, let me see. Oops. I'm not sure where I have all of them. Some of them I think I have in binders. The ones I'm more inclined to use. Here's one. Bunch of different lines going a bunch of different ways. I don't know if I did that one on screen or not. Here's 2 little tiny potty people. Here's that big one that I did for, I can't remember what I did it for, but I've used this one several times. So it's 2 faces. Oh, well, you can see that in the screen. Yeah, this one's pretty big. This one is where my invisible ruler goes. This one measures roughly 7 by 3 1/4. So it's actually fairly big. Let's see. Yeah, I think my good ones, the ones I prefer, actually have in books. This one says air. It doesn't look like it, but it does. I did a, it was ATC swaps where we did different elements of the earth, and air was one of them, and then this one was water, and this was one of my favorite artist trading cards. I don't think I have it. I think it got given away. Here's a terrible, just a swirl and a square. This is Speedy carved, the gray one, white one, and I don't like it. I like the pink is the one I like the best. And this is just some wonky shapes. There's a flower. There's a weird little border piece, because you can save your little bitty tiny pieces, and you can, you know, just make weird little things out of them. And here's some wavies. What else? Oh, here's a house. I did a class on that down at the art gallery. I should have a reverse of the house. Yeah. They're a reverse, as best as I could get them reversed. I wanted one facing one way and one facing the other. I think the other ones, the ones that I'm more inclined to use, the water one's really nice, but it's only fit for water. I've got some fish that I did. They're really cute. Let me see. They're under F for fish or water. I don't know. It may be in water. No. C. S. Sea life. Let's try that. I don't even know what category I have them under. Bless my heart. Where are they? I've used them a lot. I don't know where they are. I don't know. I've got some fish I did a long time ago, but I don't know if I did them on stream either. Lisa in Oklahoma, we hardly ever see her anymore. I usually only see her on Facebook anymore. She cut them out on her brother Scan and Cut. And I've carved, just going to rub this paper off. Gia, you know, the earth goddess lady emblem. Carved her. It's not hard. You just got to get your mind set. If you're going to carve the, you're welcome. If you're going to carve the lines away, if you're going to take the line out, or carve around the lines. It's weird. I like carving around the lines, leaving the lines. Yeah. Where you, Xander's getting ready to try carving, y'all. Where's a pencil? I don't know. I don't need it. Well, here's one. Because when you carve, we're just going to draw a simple little house. When you carve, if you take away the line, then what you have left is a solid piece and a solid piece and solid and solid and solid. Okay. Whereas if you carve away this stuff, then you leave the line, and that's what will get the ink on it. And I don't know if it's the positive or the negative, because that just confuses me, and we're already having a bad mono printing day. It's just not, I don't know if it's the weather or I don't know. Maybe it's the paper. No, it's not the paper. Can't be the paper. I declared it's not the paper. Let's do white. Pick this one up. Do a cleanup on this one. Off my good old plate. As opposed to the yucky newer plate, which is not new, it's just newer. Let's use this attractive one, shall we? Okay. Well, it's certainly not worse. On this one's not worse. It's kind of interesting. That just bothers me that it peeled my papers up. Sandra, are you going to do the carved December once or twice maybe? I'm not going to actually do it, but I might do a couple. I don't know. I almost feel like I'm overcommitting myself again. I'm looking for, I think I'm looking for that one. We're going to use this pretty blue again. It's a pretty blue. What do they call it? Cool blue. Let's get this. Oh, that's the one we've already been using now. Oh, in honor of Sandra, let's use some mermaid scales. Oh, Tanya and Lisa's going to be doing Carved December. There we go. Good. Oh, a couple of weeks. Okay. Are you guys using, are you going to be using some prompts, Tanya? And if so, are you making your own up? Or do you have a somebody else that you're going to use? Oh. Oh, just carve whatever you want. Well, you know, that's perfectly good idea. I'm going to put it on this one. Let's see. Maybe some of it will come up. Well, good. That'll be fun. You starting next week? A little creative April. A little red wagon was here earlier. Well, you know, that added just a little bit more dimension on that one. It's not horrible now. Okay. I'm going to leave that one alone. I don't know. I'm not hating this one now that I'm looking at it again. I'm not hating it. So we'll put that in our okay pile. Let me go through these. Well, that one's just nothing. Nothing. I don't know. That's horrible. I don't know about that one. And that one. That has parts of it's okay. Y'all, I'm tired. I don't like it when I mess up and don't do good. It makes me sad. Let's put some red on it. Oh. Oh, thanks, April, little April. Is that Jean Peter? Jean Peter artist? I could send her ugly papers. That wouldn't be nice. Here, have some ugly paper. We're just going to use this one. See if we can get some of those extra crusty bits off. Yeah, Jean Peter. Okay. She's been doing a lot for Defy, I think. Or maybe it just seems that way. Oh, that ledger. If y'all have not seen the ledger that's on a raffle, you need to check it out. Wasn't it Jean Peter Artist is the name of her channel? And she's got a video within the last couple of days about this vintage ledger that you can get a raffle ticket thing on. Put that back over here. Let's try. Oh, why do I keep going to yellow? That's the ones I'm least happy with. I'm least happy with the yellow. Let's go to violet. Okay, maybe on Care Heart. Is that correct? Care with a C-A-R-E. Heart. Yes, Care Heart. Well, see, that's what I was thinking. I saw one. I thought I saw it today, but it's probably from Jean Peter, but it's been up for a couple of days. I'm thinking. Let's just see if we can't make this even uglier. Now it's a matter of getting the ugliest piece of paper we can get. It's become a challenge. How is buffering? At least I'm still online. Oh, but I better plug up the computer because it's like running down fast. Okay, you plugged in. There we go. It had a little lag too. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, that plate just doesn't clean up. Well, still not happy with this one either. I'm just looking at the paint colors, y'all. Grabbed another purple. Purple. Oh, thanks, Tanya. Okay, no buffering there. Thank you, Linda Renz. R-E. I don't know how. Pronunciation is not. It's not my forte, y'all. I make up my own kind of words. Right or wrong. I make them up. Gonna roll this out on this one. Oh, now that page is just beautiful. Just beautiful. We're just making a pattern because we can. Wouldn't say it was a beautiful pattern, but it's a pattern. Because we're just going to put that same pattern on here again. This piece of paper keeps saying it wants that patterning on it. Watch it come out beautiful. Art out with your heart. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Julie Parker. Okay, Gail, I'm so glad you came. I appreciate your help and your support and your super kindness. Finally. No. We finally got a pretty paper. It's not so much. Not so much. But we're going to set it over there for a while. I don't know about this one. This one's still really bad. So we're going to do something else with this. I think it's this neon yellow that's on there. It's so icky. Or maybe it's the kiwi that's so icky. No, the kiwi's not bad. Wonder. Let's use the pretty blue again. Because it's pretty. It's cool. It's cool blue. It's a cool blue. Let's smear that around on that one. Because it's already ugly. These are not even grunge worthy. Really not. We want that way, we want that way. We'll go that way. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Because if I die cut these, they might be just perfectly fine. Thanks for coming, Sandra. I so appreciate it. I'm not going to be on here much. Oh my gosh, I've already been on here an hour and a half. Bless my heart, y'all. It was just going to be a little test. But I still have internet, so We are definitely doing better than we had the last 2 Sundays I've been on. I am not on normally on Sundays, just the 4th Sunday live hop with the Mary Altier. Well, that is so not. It has definitely not been a good night for geli dip printing. Well, that's better. At least now it's interesting. You think they're cool art out with your heart out? Y'all like that one? Really? Yeah, it's actually, it's kind of interesting now. This one is still, not for me. Ooh, careful. This one is actually not too horrid. This one's just going from bad to worse. And this one's still, I'm still not sure about it. This one's getting better with some little brayering going on it. Oh, look, we have something on the back. Maybe that's what I should do with this. Just turn this one into a brayering off paper. Let's try that. Because what's it going to hurt? Not a darn thing. That's not going to hurt a darn thing. Okay. Looking at the colors. Looking at the colors. I mean, what have I got to lose, people? Nothing. Got nothing to lose. We can just go from one ugly paper to another. This is called Wine. And we're going to put our teal with it because now we're getting really, really messed up. Yeah, that didn't do nothing for that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Because it's already bad. Just make it more batter. Batter to the bone. Where'd that one? Where'd one of those other ones? Let's put it on there. And I do tend to only print on one side. Sometimes I do double-sided. But the problem with that, if you have 2 sides that you really like, then which one do you use? Well, that didn't transfer much. Just made that kind of a little more interesting. I think we're gonna do a cleanup pull, and then we're just gonna call it a night. Because it's dark here. Well, it's been dark for a while. I think it was getting dark when I first came out. My husband might actually be missing me. It could happen. It could happen, y'all. One day. We're going to We're going to clean that up with a piece of cardstock. If I can get it pulled out. The other cardstocks that I've used to do this tonight actually pulled apart on the plate. And I don't know why. Because I didn't leave them on there long enough for that to happen. It's not going to come off clean. Yeah, he does know where I am. That is true, Tanya. Look at that. It didn't really clean it off, but boy, that's kind of an interesting looking. That's an interesting looking paper. We're going to put that in our interesting pile. Let's try. Neither one of those work. Oh, you know what we haven't used? We haven't used a black. Where's black? Jump back, honky cat. Better get back in the woods. I went back in those days. In my redneck ways. This is black. In case you couldn't tell. Because I only mentioned it once or twice. Maybe I am not happy with the new manufacturer of these plates. I'll probably say it every time I ever get use this plate again. Oh, let's see if that if not, I'm just going to end up washing it off. Because it's almost my bedtime, y'all. What brand is this plate? It's a Geli Arts. I got it a year ago. It's a replacement from the one. I have used, well, I didn't use any deli paper tonight to do cleanup pulls. Y'all, that's actually not too shabby. It could use some more work, but I'm going to put it in the light pile. This is my original Geli plate that I've had for about 10 years. It does not have any pitting to it. It has some discoloration spots on it, but it doesn't have any pitting to it. This is a replacement plate for the one I got a year ago, because when I took the plastic off of it, it pulled the Geli plate apart. And this was the replacement. And I used it about twice, maybe 3 times, but I'm thinking only twice. And it got all pitted. Actually divots, pits in the plate itself. And then today when I came out a while ago before I started streaming and I pulled the plastic off of it, it was slimy. But yet when I pulled the plastic off my old plate, it was not slimy. It was normal. I have, Tanya. I have. This was a replacement plate. And I have. And they send me surveys and I give them the honest truth. The thing is, hey, Judy, 333, they changed the manufacturer. Remember, Geli Arts is a Canadian company, and they were originally made in Canada. That's why they were so, it took a while to get down here in the States. And then a couple of years ago, maybe, they switched manufacturers. The plate is thinner this way than my original plate. I don't know if y'all can see the difference, but this one is, where's my magic ruler go? Put it the right way. You can read American style. My original plate is 1/4 of an inch thick. And the new plate is, oh no, I mean not 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch. My original plate's 1/2 an inch. And the new one is 1/4 of an inch. So, yeah, big difference to me. This one is firmer. This one has more give to it, but then it's thicker. So, and I got the bigger plate because I wanted a bigger plate. You know, because you get the edge on this one, and I want to use my whole paper. But anyway, we're calling it a night. I'm just gonna, and I will probably bring it up every time I ever pull this out. And I know y'all saying, well, don't use it anymore. But I will. I actually kind of like that one. We're going to put that in a light pile. We're going to keep these in the tolerate pile. And these would be the tolerate pile. This is I actually kind of like that one. This is our bummer. This one's too bad that the paper peeled off because it's a tolerate one too. Let me get these others so we can do a final walkthrough. This is our not good paper. It looks better on the screen than it does in real life. This one's actually kind of decent. I kind of like that one. I like this one. Bright and airy. Well, thank you, Tanya. You have a pleasant evening, darling. This one I like. I'm not that happy about the edge, but you know, whatever. It's an edge. This one I like. But see, it kind of stuck to the plate too. This one's okay. Now that I'm looking at this one again, not so much. I like this one. I like this one. These are okay in small portions. I think they'll be okay. No. That one's okay. This one's okay. Well, I certainly will, Tanya. This one's okay too. I like this one. Not the back, just the one side. I don't know how I got two on that one. This one would have been better, but I think it'll be okay. I think I can. Yeah. Okay, so we got three losers. So we actually got more papers than I thought. Well, we should, because it's been on what? An hour and 40 minutes. I so appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, and anybody watching the recording, this was filmed before a live internet audience, y'all. My dog's running in and out, running in crazy. I appreciate each and every one of you, your kind comments, your likes, your subscriptions. If you've not already done so, please take a moment to subscribe. Don't forget to thumb up, which is the same as liking the video, because, you know, and kind comment if you're watching the recording, because I like those too. Thanks so much for watching, and happy arting, y'all.